What's up, guys? It is Friday, August 16th, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 847,146. TikTok, next block, we have another 1,000 blocks going. We're at 847,000 now. And we are less than 153,000 blocks to go until we get to 1 million. That'd be crazy. Happy Friday, guys. It is still officially Friday for me. Been real busy today. So I want to talk to you for a minute about cackling Kamala or Kamala Harris. Real quick, Kamala Harris laid out her financial plan today. Wow, boy. Do they say the quiet part out loud or what, man? My goodness. Excuse the wind, guys. It wasn't windy until I turned this thing on, of course. So Kamala comes out and says she wants to give all home or new home buyers $25,000 to buy a house. Then she also wants to stop these evil companies, these terrible companies, from price gouging you guys. That's what happens. These companies, these grocery stores that make between a 1% and a 4% margin that are price gouging you, she's gonna put a stop to that, guys. Man, you know, we're in the know. Obviously, we understand and know what's going on. But literally, and the problem is, half of this country have no clue, man. They have no clue. So let's talk about the $25,000, quote unquote, for new home buyers for free. First of all, I've said this once, I'll say it 1,000 times. There's no money for free. Again, you cannot create energy or destroy energy. You can only transfer it. So you just cannot give someone $25,000 in US dollars and nothing happened to the system. You have to work for it. You have to give energy to get energy. This woman's a socialist, a Marxist, a communist, man. Right? So what's going to happen? Where's the money going to come from? Again, overspending equals printing, okay? The government are the worst stewards of money ever, okay? We are $35 trillion in debt, over $35 trillion in debt, and we're just going to give away a bunch of free money to people. And again, because these people are like, it likens to an arsonist, right? An arsonist goes to the back of the house, lights your house on fire, and then comes around putting on their fire uniform, their firefighter uniform, get inside the fire truck in the front of the house and say, here, I'm here to help you. I'm here to put out the fire. They start the fire, but they're here to help you put it out. And that's why people need, quote unquote, free money and help, and the price gouging and the $25,000 for the free money for a house for a first-time buyer, because houses are too unaffordable. It's not her fault. It's not Kamala's fault. No. She's going to stop that today. Or day one, excuse me. How about day 1287? That's how long this dumb woman's been in office. And what are they going to do? They're going to print a bunch of money. They're going to print. Now, how about the price gouging thing, quote unquote? What's my thoughts on that? Math is pretty simple, right? If you price gouge, or if you stop price gouge, not price gouge, but if you stop them from price gouge, they're not price gouging, obviously. Let's talk about that first. First of all, the reason why prices are high is because there's too much money in the system, and it's too many dollars chasing too many goods. That's number one. Number two, grocery stores, like I said, are not profit mongers here, okay? They make their money off of volume, not gross profit, okay? Again, their margins are razor thin, 1% to 4%. And if you're going from 3.6% margins down to 2.9%, I heard, what's my boy's name? Charles Payne say on Fox Business, that's hardly price gouging, okay? That's just not price gouging, objectively speaking. But of course, just like in the Super Bowl ad, Joe Biden, what did he say? Oh, look at these Doritos. It's nothing but air in here. These companies are just overcharging you guys. It's not our fault. It's the companies, the greedy companies' faults. This is why the Republicans are bad. They only want to help the rich people. We're here to build from the bottom up. We're here to help the middle class. And they say this with a straight face. So what's going to happen if this really happens? It's never going to pass. But what if it did, though? What if it did and they put a cap on what companies can charge you? Well, a black market would start. We'd have a supply crunch because there's a supply chain, you idiots. And if you stop a price or say, hey, you can only charge this much here, then you have to go back here and back here and back here. It just doesn't work. It's literally, it works nowhere. Again, these people don't know fire burns until it burns, guys. You know what I mean? And these people that are going to vote for it are absolute idiots. They have no idea. So it's up to you and me to say, forget about if you like or don't like Donald Trump. You don't want to vote for Donald Trump, don't vote for him. Hell. But educate yourself, man. And ask yourself, why do they attack Donald Trump so much? Right? No matter what Donald Trump says, it's bad. Right? If he talks about policies, what are they going to say? Oh, his policies are bad. Or the little small percentage of something else he talks about, they'll pick on that. They never want to talk about policies until he talks about policies, and then they'll switch to something else. I seen a CNN panel today. Nancy Mace was up there with a couple race hustlers. And instead of, sticking to the topic, Nancy Mace was talking about policies and everything else. You know what they said? You're not saying Kamala Harris's name right. It's Kamala, not Kamala or whatever she was saying. And Nancy Mace says, I don't care what her name is. I'll call her whatever I want. This woman's bad and this is her policy. Well, you need to focus. And all they did was come back to it and say, well, you're only saying this, Nancy, because basically you're trying to marginalize black women and she's a black woman in America, AKA you are racist. And Nancy Mace said, are you really going to call me racist? And that's all they got, guys. That's all they got. That's the spam button. If something's not going your way, just say race. You're racist. That's all you got to say. You know what I mean? And this is why I love the alleged pick of Tulsi Gabbard by Donald Trump to help her or to help him. You remember Tulsi Gabbard, what she did to Kamala Harris 5 years ago on the debate stage? I think it was June 2019. She absolutely destroyed Kamala Harris. She's probably 80% of the reason why Kamala Harris didn't even get 1% of the vote, didn't even make it to the Iowa caucus, because Kamala absolutely called her out. And Kamala is what she is, and Tulsi says it best. She's fake as hell. She's just fake. She's an empty suit. She has no policies whatsoever. That's why part of the reason I wanted Tulsi to be the vice president, because she would just eat that woman alive. But if they would have picked Tulsi as the VP, then they probably wouldn't have picked Kamala, to be honest, as the president. But anyways, so yeah, they're just talking about non-policy stuff, and they're going to give away free money and everything else. And I'm telling you guys, I said this in January. I said my January 1st, look it up, my Happy New Year video is like 30-something minutes long. I predicted that Bitcoin will be 110,000 this year, and I'm still going with that, guys. They are going to print like they have never printed before. And this has nothing to do with Kamala Harris, her stupid policies and all that. Doesn't matter who the president is, right? But I tell you this, they're going to give out, the Democrats are going to go down swinging before January. They're going to print so much money, or before November too, they're going to print so much money to try to buy votes. They don't care about your grandkids' futures. They don't care about what they got to, how much debt they're putting them in. They don't care about that. They just want to win. They just want power, right? When they talk about democracy, again, democracy equals power for the Democrats. That is it. And they will do anything to keep it. The Democrats, the Uniparty, and the puppet masters. And it's going to be a crazy week this week, man. Kamala Harris comes up with that stupid ass plan, which is the dumbest plan. And again, these people just tell you out loud what they are. They are socialists, Marxist, communists. Period, end of story. And it's not even, they just said forget capitalism. They talk about America, how great America is, but they're going to take away all the ideals and how this country is built. And no, that doesn't work anymore. We're going to control you. We know what's best for you. Big brother government knows what's best for you. That's what they're telling you out loud. But again, the idiots that vote for this don't even realize what they're doing. And within the next 5 years, if these idiots are still in power 4 to 5 years, they're going to start with the central bank digital currencies, because they're not going to adapt our favorite money. They're not going to do it. That's why they never show up to any other conferences, and all the Democrats shoot it down. They're going to come out with the central bank digital currencies. And how are they going to give it to you? How are they going to introduce it? Through a universal basic income, because you guys can't afford gas. You guys can't afford food and clothes and shelter. These evil companies, we're here to help you. Download this app and we'll send you some free money. And within a year or two, you will be completely captured and controlled by that money. You can't eat a certain amount of meat. You can't travel this way. You got to think this way. If you say this, because again, it's going to be attached to a social credit score. And that's what's coming down the pipeline. So when people tell me that politics are not important, if you don't understand and study who's governing you, then you will be governed by those people you don't understand. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry about the late video. I was really busy today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Links below to help out the channel. If you want to donate, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. But you can hit the like button, share it if you like. Only if you like it. And let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Let's keep our eye on the prize. And despite all this nonsense, right? And the money printer going burr. I mean, burr like you've never seen it. We're in for a face-melting price on my favorite money, on the hardest money in the world. And when I tell you guys there's going to be so much sovereign money, I've been watching videos about that today. Stay tuned for my Satoshi Saturday. I don't know what I'm going to talk about yet. But stay tuned for that tomorrow. And we are going to melt faces with our favorite money, our hardest money. The only money that's going to save us, guys. And I'm pretty sure, and I think, you guys already know what it is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.